Hey guys, this is LP. I am back for episode 5 of the show LA. I missed you guys.
Welcome back, and I'm AP. We definitely missed you. Lindsay had to go out to Green Bay last weekend.
Yeah, to see the Packers
and
play.
she watched the Packers beat my Raiders. But you know, we're back. Episode 5 of the show LA. We have an amazing show today. We have some dope guests. We have Big Max from Bosco, from Coach Snoop. Big Max, man, dope guy, but you don't want to see him in the trenches.
No, not at all.
And who else we got?
Thank you. We also talked to John Brown. We have our Game of the Week mystery box. We got Hard Hit.
Gus Ramos from All-American Games joined us. We got a great show today, so stay tuned. The show LA.
All right, AP, so time to talk Game of the Week. I think it's pretty safe to say it's the game that America was waiting for. Number 1 and 2 teams in the country. It was Mater Dei at St. John Bosco. And basically you have all your top talent in the country playing in this game. It honestly felt like a college football game.
Look, Gus Ramos from the East Coast, from New Jersey, in the All-American Bowl was out here in California. And I mean, you know, if you got people like that at the game, I saw Steve Clarkson, John Brown was there.
Flew in for this game.
Yeah, tickets were $300 on Craigslist if you didn't get them in time, but crazy game. So many people there that we could barely post to our social media. I know Lindsay was having trouble.
Yeah, could not get any service in there, so.
But let's get to these highlights because it was sick, and you know, Bryce Young versus DJ Uyunglele, and man, we had a matchup of the decade. Everybody was anticipating this game, but let's get to the highlights.
All right, so it was Mater Dei out of the gates. I mean, Bryce Young turned it on, and Cody Epps was his number 1 target.
That was a dime.
As it usually is. Took it to the house.
So he fit it in the window right there, and I was standing on the Mater Dei sideline, and when they scored that first touchdown, I mean, you got the feeling of confidence from that sideline that, like, they just thought it was a done deal, and then Bryce bangs on him. I like his celebrations. You know, he was a former basketball player. So if you see him move on the football field, he kind of has that wiggle, like, and he goes around the back again.
He is so happy. Every celebration, it's like a big smile on his face. He also has a big smile on his face even when he's getting tackled, and it is one of our highlights we have coming up here.
He did, but I mean, first I want to look at cross, Euro step. Bryce Young, he's hilarious, man. The way that he pulled the ball around his back on that touchdown. Yeah. I mean, the execution was like a 9 out of 10 because but it was dope.
Well, it's a football.
Now, this is the play that you're talking about.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is the tackle.
It's like he's toying with the defense, though, right?
Absolutely.
Remember when Michael Vick used to run around with the Falcons and at Virginia Tech?
Yes.
I compared, hold on. Bryce Young just got smacked.
Oh, no, he's smiling, though. He's smiling.
Okay.
He's good.
I saw a quote from the LA Times. He said it's all part of the game. He said, when you sign up for football, this is what you sign up for. But one tip to Bryce, stop lollygagging when you're going out of bounds. Yeah, get out of bounds because in the SEC, that might be an injury. Yeah. So don't expose yourself to those kinds of hits, man.
There's no need. There's no need.
Not at all.
You rush off to that side.
Well, Cody Epps right here. Amazing. I mean, this leaping catch in the corner of the end zone. What do you think they said in the huddle?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like they just know, like, Cody is the number 1 target. He knew it was coming in. it's so seamless. It's great to watch.
It seemed like Cody Epps had like 500 yards receiving in the first half.
He was like, Cody.
That was it, right? I think he's 175 and 3 touchdowns. I mean, it was a game of the week for a reason. It was the national game of the week as well. And on defense, up for our Defensive Player of the Year, Rajon Davis, big time sack on DJ.
Yep.
And a huge fumble recovery.
I think it just honestly took a little air out of Bosco right away. That big sack, it was a big statement early on. And, you know, I mean, Bosco really did have trouble coming back. They never were able to.
One thing that I noticed is Bosco didn't really run the ball with DJ until the second half. He broke off like a 50-yard run.
Exactly,
He had a touchdown run that got called back, but it seemed like they kind of shelved DJ in the run game in the first half. I don't know if it was the best move. I can't sit here and question, you know, coaching strategies and whatnot, but the game did seem a little bit closer than the 31-10 score when they did blow up like that.
Yeah, it's true. Like, and it's weird that you said that I don't know why they didn't use DJ because he's such a big dude and he can turn the wheels on. It would have been nice to see what he did in the second half and the first half as well. It might have been the game changer.
Could have been a game changer.
Could have been the game changer.
Bosco got taken advantage of on some matchup issues in the first half, in my opinion. Jake Newman, really great safety. Obviously not the type of guy you want one-on-one with Cody Epps. He got beat on a really deep pass and got beat on that long touchdown. But they seemed like they kept the big plays from Cody Epps in check, the Bosco defense, in the second half.
Yeah, and then I think one of the players that I really want to highlight from Bosco's side is Chris Hudson, because he was doing work on both sides of the ball. He had that really long, I think it was like a 48-yard touchdown.
Well, the way he adjusts on the catch is crucial, because to get up in the air and to contort your body. I played receiver, you know, and to still focus and catch the ball. Not only that, he lands like in stride.
Yeah, he was fine. He was good to go.
He's nice. Oregon Ducks commit. And then on the very next possession, like you said, on defense.
Yeah, he broke up a pass. He was doing it all. Like, that would be my, like, player of the game for on the Bosco side. I just thought he did a really, really good job, so.
Great game. So our game of the week, Bosco Mater Dei, it lived up to the hype. We can't wait for the next matchup. All right, this week we've got an incredible matchup. It's actually for a league title. We got Justin Flo and Upland traveling to Rancho Cucamonga to take on CJ Stroud, the Elite 11 MVP. And two actually MVP candidates for the CLA Awards this year, Justin Flo and CJ Stroud. Silas Bolden too.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Showstopper of the year for Rancho.
Both teams 3-1. It's going to be a good one, and the mixtape crew will be out there, so come join us.
So yeah, baseline league title on the line. Our game of the week once again, Upland against Rancho Cucamonga. So we're kicking it off with the rest of our highlights from this week. Another great game in the Mission League. Doug Brumfield back for Sarah at Alemany. But first off right here, we've got Miller Moss, and the Clausens, you know, dial up some more trickery, a double flea flicker. And Miller Moss hits Jay-Sean Todd, who we featured on our I Need Love section. And Jay-Sean Todd, you know, catches the pass, and he's in the zone. Man, nice touchdown here, but
clean.
Sarah pulled it off.
Stride there.
That was actually pretty nice. I can't lie.
All right, so next we have Doug Brumfeld. Like you mentioned, he is coming back from an injury for Sarah, really giving a big boost to their ground game. He's a UNLV commit, and then he actually has a nice pass to Ronald Gilliam. And you actually see him shake a guy off of him before he takes off for the end zone. Super impressive. I always like to see guys flying off.
Gilliam's a nice player, and Brumfield's looking like he's doing well, man. The lefty rocket. He fit that pass right in there. Great player last year. We covered him in the Honor Bowl and several other games, but it looks like Sarah is, you know, proving a lot of doubters wrong this year. A lot of people didn't have them necessarily pulling it together like they have.
And they handed Alemany their third loss of the season there, so.
Not a lot of people expected that one. And then we got Oaks against Calabasas, and Samaj Freeman, #1, the junior running back for Oaks Christian. I mean, this dude was shot out of a cannon, and nobody on the Calabasas defense was messing with this dude.
All right, this next highlight, we have Cal commit Jaden Casey, and he's hitting LSU commit Jermaine Burton. I am told he is called the DB Assassin.
At DB Assassin on IG. And man,
who was that?
You just got assassinated, homie, because you got mossed.
That was a moss. Yeah, I was about to say, you got mossed. That was a sick catch right there.
Jermaine Burton, man, he's a dope player. Really great. Humble guy, too, man. Nice kid, Jermaine Burton. He's going to do great things at LSU. And then here, we got Larry Turner, and Larry Turner hit the sideline like, you know, he hit speed burst up the sideline.
Scamper there, nothing but green grass.
This was a great game. Calabasas, actually, believe it or not, the first time in program history that they beat Oaks Christian.
Wow.
So 3-point win on a field goal. Now, another great play here. Jalen Henderson, the lefty, another lefty gunslinger. Chaminade against Loyola, and Tommy Sykes does the rest.
Literally doesn't get touched till the end. Oh my gosh.
That was impressive.
Into the pylon.
What do they call that? Call that tight roping it, right?
That's true.
Tony toe tapped the sideline, tight roped it, and he's in the zone. Chaminade, another team who's doing really well this year. But those are the highlights. That's a wrap from the Show LA highlights from the week.
Hey guys, as always, we want to give a shout out to our partner Zort Sports, and they can help you with all your 7-on-7 needs for your tournaments.
Yeah, schedule a tournament or league with the Zort Sports app. Follow Zorts_sports on Twitter or Instagram. It's ad-free, super simple. you know, a dummy could use it. But Zord Sports, download the app, iPhone or Android.
Hey guys, today we have Max Gibbs, a right guard out of St. John Bosco, joining us for our player spotlight. And you are very used to being in the spotlight. You were part of the cast for Coach Snoop. Can you tell me how you landed on that show and what that recruitment process was like?
Yeah, I was playing on like a travel ball basketball team, and then like one of the coaches from like Snoop, like one of the coaches recruited me.
And you're only a junior. How hard is it to block out the noise? You're being recruited by some big time universities and everyone knows who you are, and you're a role model for a lot of younger football players.
Yeah, I just stay humble to myself because I know like I need to work on like a lot, and then like I just stay true to myself and just like be planned, like have like a plan.
And you've been a part of this rivalry this is the third year now.
Yeah.
What is that like, the rivalry week, even just leading up to the game?
Man, it's really big. Like, I mean, like when you're like in the game, you be nervous, but you just be like stay true to yourself, and like you know like you can like do it and like make like a big like outcome of the game.
For the past 3 years, is the modern day game just the game you circle on your calendar? Is that what you look forward to the most every year?
I mean, for me, like not really. I just know like if we play modern day, it's it's just like another game. Like I just treat it as that. Like I don't treat it as no like hype, like everybody else treats it.
You guys obviously took the L, your first loss of the season. How does the team bounce back now after the modern day loss?
Oh, we bounce back by like knowing how we messed up and how like offense and defense like we mess up, and then like we just go back and film and study and be on like our like assignments and like know what we messed up on and be prepared for the championship.
Is what happened Friday kind of now in the back of your mind, and it's like it's on to the next week, you gotta wipe the slate clean? Yeah,
like I'm missing the past because I know we're from the same in the playoffs, so like I'm just getting prepared for that. I'm getting better and like working out and like grinding every day, like in like the regular.
Post game, what was the conversation like with the team just about kind of moving forward?
After the game?
Yeah, after Friday.
Just know like we got them in the championship and playoffs. We just have to be prepared and be ready.
And what's your own personal goals just for the end of this season?
My goals is to help Bosco win the championship. My goals is to be like a leader. My goals is like to like be with my guys, like be with my brothers.
Usually O-linemen have this unbreakable bond because you guys work as a unit. What's it like being part of that front line for Bosco?
Man, it's like a brotherhood. Like St. John Bosco is like a brotherhood to me. And then like, because like if we mess up, like another of like the lineman like has like our back and like put us up and be positive with each other.
What's it like to block for DJ? One of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Man, good, like really good, because like he's like a really good guy. He's real humble, and then like it's like a really good feeling because like like you have someone behind you, like that's like real humble, and then like he wants to do good, like you want to do good.
What's the trust level like between you guys and DJ? It's got to be pretty high.
I talk to him a lot. I'll talk to him. I'll be like, man, I got your back, like for real. He'd be like, yeah, I got you, Max, like that, like we bond like real good.
So on Friday, you guys faced Mater Dei, didn't come out on the winning end of that. Where would you grade the performance of the O-line as a whole? What could have gone better?
I'll grade like our performance as like a 90%, and then like we could have like run the ball better because we like protected DJ a lot, and then like we picked up like our assignments on their blitzes. And like I think like we could like run the ball better, like zone and all that stuff.
You talk about running your assignments when you're facing some big D linemen on the other side. What's being said in those trenches? Like put me in the shoes of you on a Friday night.
After like it just be talking, it'd be trash talking after the play or like before the game. But like in the trenches, it'd just be quiet. It'd just be like. Just focus.
You seem like a real nice guy right now, but do you take part in some of the trash talking?
Sometimes, like, if you get me mad, like, I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm not that type of guy to just pick on me. Like, I'm that guy that'll take that, like, I'm not gonna take that anger out on you. Like,
You're not quite so cool, calm, and collected on Friday nights. You're up in people's faces.
Yeah.
What does it feel like, in the midst of a pancake? Take me through that as an O-lineman, what that's like.
Like to me, it's like I own you. Like I put you on your bottom. I own you. You can't do nothing about it. It's gonna be. For me, it's gonna be like I'm gonna do that every play. That seems like a message to the linebackers, the D linemen, I'm stronger than you or better than you.
You're able to do that to a lot of guys, right? So, Big Max, you are a tall kid, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you a really controversial question. Until what age is it acceptable to go trick-or-treating?
Man, like 10.
When did you have to stop?
12.
Because you're so tall.
I had to stop like 9 because everybody thought I was like an adult, like a teen. Like, what are you doing here?
Did you enjoy trick-or-treating when you did go?
It was cool. It was all right. Like, it wasn't like all that. It was cool.
Okay, so we have some questionably flavored jelly beans here. We have dirty dishwasher, spoiled milk, canned dog food, all these fun ones. Okay. In honor of Halloween, we're just gonna enjoy this box of jelly beans.
All of it?
No, not all of it. Pick whichever one you want. I'm just gonna ask you Halloween-themed questions.
Oh, that's good.
What that one taste like?
Toothpaste.
That tastes like toothpaste?
It's good.
You think that tastes good?
Yeah, good.
Okay, I'm going for one. Oh my God, mine was bad. Okay, so do you dress up for Halloween anymore? I know Bosco does a lot of themed fun things.
It's fun, but it's just not that fun.
No, okay.
I don't do that.
But on the spot, if you had to dress up tomorrow, what would you dress up as?
Bigfoot. Because everybody think I look like Bigfoot. Y'all just look like Bigfoot. Oh, I'm gonna try. I don't know. Oh.
What do you think these are the options. What do you think it is? Those are the flavor options we had.
Dirty dishwasher.
Dirty dishwasher?
Or spoiled milk.
All right, I'm going in. I think this is an old fruit. I don't know, that is really bad. Okay, so your birthday is coming up, day before Halloween. Did you used to have Halloween-themed birthday parties?
Man, I would just go to somewhere and I just have fun, shop.
How are you gonna celebrate your birthday this year?
Man, shop, man, have some fun, go to a party with my friends, and celebrate my birthday.
So you were saying you want to start a clothing line.
Yeah.
So where do you shop now though? Because since you haven't started that clothing line yet.
I'll go online. I'll go on Nike store or I'll go to Culver City, Metropolis. Go to Metropolis, Culver City. It got a big clothing. I go to JCPenney sometimes. Just find.
Do they have your size?
Yeah.
Okay,
my
cool.
size.
All right.
3X. Yeah.
We're going in for another one.
Oh my God, that's the same thing. Got cheese.
I think mine just a booger. Pretty sure. All right, one more for the road. Last question. What was your favorite part about being on the show, LA?
This right now.
This?
Yes.
Okay. Cheers. Last jelly bean.
Yeah.
Mine tastes good. Mine tastes like fruit. This was a good one to end on.
Toothpaste. My favorite.
Thank you for being on.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
I need love. What's going on, y'all? We back with the I Need Love segment. I'm D Boone. I want to start you guys off with Earnest Mcdaniel. Now, I've seen this guy in the 7-on-7 circuit a lot. Danny recently pointed out to me he's been balling consistently with Jay Sarah. He only has a Nevada offer right now, but colleges, it's time to start bringing him in. If you look at this guy's catches, they're out of this world. He continues to amaze us consistently. Keep your eye out for Earnest McDaniel, easy money. Next up, we got Tommy Sykes, a straight athlete from Chaminade. We saw a really crazy play from him against Loyola where he tight-roped the sideline and then dove into the end zone. Not many guys can do that. He's an extreme athlete, so keep an eye out for him. Also against Bishop Alemany, he had a crazy big hit that they actually called a flag on, which is ridiculous, but I mean, if you're the bigger guy, you make a hit like that, sometimes they just think it's not fair. He's not fair, he needs some love. Last but certainly not least, Samaj Freeman, Oaks Christian running back junior. This guy is crazy fast. He's a track athlete. He ran out the whole Calabasas defense all night long. And then St. Bonnie, he balled out there too. We haven't found him on any major recruiting websites, but we're telling you right now, he needs love. Pay attention to Samaj Freeman.
All right, we're back. I'm AP. I got my guy to my right, to your left, Gus Ramos, representing All-American Games. One of the dopest bowl games in the nation, man. If you have a chance, definitely check it out. A game we've been involved with for years. Met Gus a long time ago, man, with Midwest Boom, right? But tell everybody your story. How did you end up at All-American Games?
So I did an internship 2 years ago with the All-American Bowl. I went around doing all the jersey presentations in the Southwest, and as soon as it was up, got hired full-time. Been with them ever since.
Man, game recognized game, man. So a hustler, just like us. He's somebody who's put in his time, man. He's put in his work on the 7-on-7 circuit, and he's been rewarded for that. But we have you on the show, and you're from Jersey. You're an East Coast guy, not originally from Jersey, but that's where you work now, right?
That's where we're based now.
So based out of the East Coast, what do you think, right, about this new bill, SB 206? This is hard hits. So we have a segment called Hard Hits, and we're hitting hard right now, and we want to know what somebody from out of state thinks about this bill. And do you think that recruits from other states are going to want to come play for California now in 2023 if they could potentially monetize their platform?
Absolutely. I think other states are going to have to pick it up and have to do something else if they want to contend with USC, UCLA, and some of the other schools out here to keep those top guys coming.
What are some examples of some guys that maybe recruits that now that have maybe, that are changing their mind?
In the past, East Coast guys have wanted to stay in the Big Ten, or they wouldn't want to go straight too far from home. But I think now with this new rule, kids are starting to consider more official visits and unofficial visits out here, which is just going to continue the trend for the classes coming up behind them.
Now, hitting hard with this, man, again, you grew up in the Midwest, right?
Yep.
So you spent a lot of time with Midwest Boom. You've traveled the circuit. You've seen a lot of players. Where is the best high school football talent? Where does that reside? You've seen them all. California, Midwest, the South, Texas, or the South, Florida Texas, area, right? What's your thoughts?
I mean, I'm a little biased because I am from the Midwest, but coming out here to see St. John Bosco Mater Dei square off, I've never seen anything like it. I saw Don Bosco play Bergen Catholic a couple weeks ago in New Jersey, and I thought that was great, but what I saw Friday night, never seen before, and the talent with those two quarterbacks, something that is unparalleled to the rest of the country. They have the top two guys 10 miles away from each other. Pretty hard to find.
Now, the Midwest, you guys have great players. We spend a lot of time out there with Pylon, like you said. We were at Youngstown State, back to back to back. We spent years, covering these events, so we've seen the players. At what position, maybe, right, if you go positionally, where do you think the Midwest ranks, higher in the nation when it comes to, recruits or types of players?
I think tight end is where we really have our money. Cole Kmet at Notre Dame is a guy from Illinois, real big name.
Where's Ruckert from? Ruckert, he's a Midwest guy, right?
Pennsylvania, actually. Okay. But tight end wise, I think quarterback, we're starting to make a jump out of JJ McCarthy. He's one of the top guys in 2021 going to Michigan. So he's kind of paving the way for the next generation of quarterbacks in the Midwest. But yeah, tight end, offensive lineman, pretty much.
Now, you guys have some stuff going on with the bowl this year. Let everybody know what's coming up on your guys' schedule and how they can find you guys.
Yeah, so it's the 20th anniversary of the first ever bowl. So we've got our 20th edition this year. We're calling it AAB Season 20. We have our teams hitting the road all across the country. We're in California right now, making our way to Arizona, Florida, Texas to go hand out jerseys to the top guys in the country.
Now, really quickly, where can they find you guys on social media?
So they can find us at AAB on NBC, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's where you'll find us. All our stuff flooding through the timeline all year long.
All right, so we've got John Brown in the studio today. His son, Amon-Ra St. Brown, had one of the craziest performances, in an All-American Bowl. You guys encourage the players to have fun and turn up, right? Some people on our social media, on our YouTube, say that, players shouldn't punt the ball or, it's disrespectful. But you guys actually encourage the players to have fun. So explain to the people who don't get it. Explain that.
Yeah, so this is one last time for these guys to showcase their stuff in front of the whole country on a national stage. And we want them to enjoy themselves. We want the crowd to have fun while they're there. We have the biggest attendance out of any All-Star game in the country. So for them to really embrace the crowd, whether it's the combine or if we have any military members there, we want them to enjoy themselves and have something to remember. We do the autograph zone, so that was another opportunity for whoever caught that punt to keep that forever now.
Now, what do you guys talk about? Like, do you guys go back on the history and be like, man, remember when Amon-Ra was at the game? Like, what are the conversations like?
Yeah, I mean, I still remember that. I remember standing in the end zone where he scored and then just seeing him take off. And I was like, oh, this is going to be good. And, that's something we're never going to forget there. And we've had a lot. Matt Corral, I'll never forget him and Jalen Waddle connect in the corner of the end zone either. So it's been a lot of memorable moments. And it's always great to look back and see all the things we've had going on down there.
Well, we appreciate you guys. Definitely appreciate you for coming on the show, and look forward to seeing you guys really soon, man.
Yeah, always, man. Always great to see you.
Thanks,
appreciate
man. When it starts waning down towards the end of the season, I want you to explain to the players how to stay motivated. How do you stay motivated during a long season when you have to push through, you got playoffs coming, you got this? Tell them.
I mean, you either want it or you don't want it. And if you want it, you wake up, you're always motivated. I mean, there's no question about that. And if you're a person who needs to be motivated, you don't really want it. So that's how you know who you are. If you wake up one day and you feel like, man, I don't feel motivated, you need to go do tennis or something. Because football's not for you, because it's just in you to be a killer.
Well, what about life though, right? I mean, let's say just non-athletes even, right? We all have this image of we need to become a celebrity. We need to become a multimillionaire. And so a lot of people compare themselves to that, right? Which is like the 1%. So a lot of regular people, it's hard day in and day out to be motivated, right? Because you're seeing everything thrown in your face of what people have, right? So from that perspective, if you're somebody who's not naturally really motivated, what are John Brown's tips
life
to switch it up?
Life is going to hit you in the stomach.
Okay.
I don't care if you're doing business, sports, and you just know it's going to happen. You have an opportunity to go home and to soak in your misery for one day because life just beats you up. But you always got to get back up. You got to get back up and get back in the game. You have to. I mean, even as a businessman, there's going to be things. There's going to be, I think it was a Mr. California contest. I went in and I'm going to blow my own horn. I got cheated. Now, shit, if sometimes you don't blow your own horn, they don't know you're in the band. You understand? So I'm telling you right now, I got cheated in that competition and it hurt me. I remember going home and I went to I lived in some apartments, I went to the pool and I sat down like 1 o'clock at night. And I was thinking about that, how they did that to me. But I tell you, the worst thing, if I were you and you're in a situation where you feel the coach, the team, or somebody's holding you down, what I did was, the worst thing you could do is beat me. If you beat me, you're in trouble, because I amp it up tenfold. So I said, okay, you know what? They got me right now. Let him have his day. I'm a little pissed off. But the next morning, tomorrow morning, Monday morning, I'm putting double time in. I'm going double time. So you're going to get knocked down. My advice to you is go double time. Give yourself a chance to recharge your battery. You're never defeated, you're reloading. Just reload, and come back.
So it's the perspective that you have to flip it, right, in your head?
Yes, you gotta know who you are. You gotta believe. I mean, you got instant coffee, instant tea, and instant disbelief. Your mama may not believe in you. Your daddy may not. Your little girlfriend, she may not believe in you. You don't know who, they got the haters everywhere, right? So you just gotta make sure you're by yourself, believe in yourself, and let nobody ever put you down. I mean, look, let me tell you something, man. I was in Las Vegas at a trade show once. And this is kind of off the beaten path here, but I was playing some game. I don't know, it was 2 in the morning. I was at a trade show promoting my t-shirts. And the white man that was sitting next to me, we were cool, we were just kicking it. Next thing I know, he called me the N-word, right? Because I said something, you should bet on 3. Don't tell me what to do, nigger. Something like that. the pit boss got mad, yelling, "Oh, you got to get out! You can't talk like that." I said, "Look here, partner. He can stay. I got 3 boys at home that I love. After this trade show, I'm going home and getting in the swimming pool. I'm gonna hang out with him. If I hit him, what if he hits his head on the side of the table and die? Now my son's coming to jail and I'm behind some bars and they're saying, Papa, why'd you do that? That's not gonna happen. He can stay. I'm out of here. I'm gonna do my own thing, you know what I mean? So you gotta deflect stuff. You gotta be smart. You gotta know how to look at life, how to attack life. Life's gonna give you lemons, you make lemonade. I had a choice right there. So when they knock you down, you got a choice. You can stay down, or you can say, you know what, I'm just gonna recharge, and I'm coming back with a vengeance, period.
Now, you're raised by your mother, right? Single mom, obviously, you know, strong woman. How did she, you know, prepare you for these battles that you're facing?
She prepared me to stand up for myself. And I mean, just be like a really like good, like to be like a really good person. And then, but like if someone like bothers you or messes with you, it's over. Yeah.
Hey, tough love, man. It sounds a lot like how my upbringing was, man. But on another note, so your mom is really involved in your life. She actually designed this shirt for you, man. So props to mom, Tamika. But you know what? With mothers being heavily involved in their student athletes' lives and their sons' lives, their role is going to increase more come 2023, because when that law passes and California student athletes, you know, who attend California colleges can make money, right? Your mother will become more involved, similar to like Juju's mom and how she's really in his stuff. So thinking about hard hits, what are you going to do, man, when you're able to monetize your platform and actually make some money as a student athlete in 2023?
Man, my goal is to make me like a clothing line for all like big people. For people that need clothes that's real big, like that's my goal, because like it was hard for me finding clothes, and like it was hard for me finding shoes. Like I want everybody else to be like good, like with the new shoes, like with like the new LeBrons.
So for you, more so, it's not like, oh, I want to make a ton of money like that. You just want to provide something that you didn't really have the opportunity to have as much. Like the swag for big dudes is tough, right?
It's real hard. Like I'm trying to like provide the swag for big people that's like having problems like finding clothes like their size.
Now you have a big platform. You have what, 20-something thousand followers on IG. Now, you have a leg up. So when 2023 comes around, if a guy enters, say you go to college in California, let's say, you know, if you're at Cal, SC, UCLA, wherever, right? If you end up, you said you want to stay somewhat close to home. So if you're there, you know, you're going to have a leg up on a kid who's an incoming freshman that only has 2,000 followers, right? You got 20,000. So what would you say to those kids out there right now who aren't really looking at their social media platform as something that could eventually make them money? You know, how would you tell them to change their approach right now so that they're better prepared?
Man, just know like social media can like make you have a business, like because like it can get you out there, and then like having like a social media platform gets you like business and like all that like hype.
All right, guys, it's been a great episode 5, and we're pretty much done here. So AP, take us out.
Episode 5, it's in the books. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, squats.
The squat's gonna be the main thing. Don't forget that. I'm telling you, people will tell you all kinds of stuff. Don't listen to them. Listen to me. You gotta do squats. What kind of squats you doing? On your back or front squat?
My back.
Yeah, don't do front squats. That's not good, right? Or one-legged squats, don't do that. Just put on your back and squat down. Will you ever get low?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, what's up, coach? How you doing? You got SportsRecruits? Yeah, good. Man, I'm doing good. I just got done with my interview. I just got done with my interview right now with my SportsRecruits. Good. Good. Yes, sir. Oh, wait, who interviewed? No, he didn't.
Hey, my dog, what's up, man? What it do? Hey, I told you he was going down today. J-Rock didn't make it out, but Big Max held it down. Oh yeah, nah, he's out here with his mom, with Tamika out here, man. Holding it down. Say what's up.
Hey, baby. I'm hanging in there. Oh, you looking good too, boo.
Hey, so we might pull up on you, man, later on. Where do we gotta meet up? Before 6? We're at Fremont High. All right, man. Good looking. I appreciate you. Letting the boy slide through.
Come on, man. You know what it is. Hey, you know how long we've been rocking, bro.
Let's go. All right, OG. Nope, and we gotta have you on next week.
Okay.
J-Rock's coming on next week, so you gotta slide.
Okay, all good.
All right.
Look at that, man.
Sure.
Hey, Max.
Yeah.
What's up, gang?
No, yeah, it was, man. I tried my best. I worked hard.
All right, I'm gonna put my hand in, but like I told you, I don't like jokes. This stuff ain't funny to me, so hope ain't no rat or some weird stuff up in the air. I'll be pissed. I just feel like something from Christmas, like a.
Okay, it feels kind of like a toy.
Just go ahead and describe
Talk
it.
through it.
It's like a toy.
I know what this is. Wait a minute. This is Snoopy Pikachu.
It's rubbery. It's like a chew toy or a dog toy or something.
So it's got some spikes on it. Seems like it's a dinosaur of some type.
Santa's helper is one of those.
A bear.
Okay, wait a minute. It's green.
It's green. A dragon. A reptile.
What is this thing? Wait a minute. Don't make me say what I think it is. Like, what is that? Oh! Wait.
I'm gonna see if I can break it.
Why you want to break it?
Because I don't know what it is. No, but it's some kind of little animal with some spikes, like a little dragon or some kind of little dragon or something like that, I think. Yeah, some kind of.
It's green.
Like it's sitting down, like eating or something.
What kind of animal?
Oh, it's a dinosaur.
Oh, boom.
Oh wait, hold up. Is it a bear?
No, it's an animal though.
A lion? Dinosaur?
Yeah.
There you go.
What color is it? What color is it?
It's purple. It's got to be Barney, right? No, Barney doesn't have spikes. It's green. it's a reptile. It's a reptile.
A dinosaur?
Hey, yes, sir.
This is a dinosaur.
That's it, yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, that's it, whatever it is.
It's a dinosaur.
Oh, okay.